All right, guys. So um, I thought this time around, instead of actually having a Zoom call and going through the videos, I'll just make a video and have you guys watch it at your own time and all that, because obviously it's difficult to get everybody on the same at the same time on Zoom. So um, let's give this a shot. All right. So okay. So this is our basically first goal, first corner kick. A little bit talking about the corner kicks. Um, So the way it is right now set up, I think it's a pretty good setup. Um, let me see what we have: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. All right, and then we have probably a nine. Um, our goalkeeper is back there. So this is pretty good, right? We have someone who's taking a goal kick, right? And you can, by the way, choose to have a short kick or just kicking the ball over here. If you decide to have a short kick, obviously we want to make sure that somebody is there to support you. You can talk to your teammates and all that, depending on how the situation is. But always look out for these positions that are right here, right outside the box. Because generally speaking, everybody just clutters around in front of the goalie, right? Everybody clutters around here. And a lot of times, what I've noticed is like there's these opportunity gaps right here that are that we miss a lot of times, especially closer to the goalie area. So if the corner was here, I want to see somebody kind of lurking around here, having an eye contact with the kicker, and in if an opportunity comes, move up, receive the pass here, and shoot the ball right there. So in this case, what I would have liked to see is perhaps Austin move a little bit up here. Now this at this moment it's kind of covered, right? But in case it wasn't, right? If I think this is Nasser. If Nasser wasn't there, I would have liked to see Austin moving up here and lining up to make a big shot right there. And that would have been an easy pass, make an easy pass there, and then big shot right there, try to there. But this is fine, totally fine as well. So we have a couple of people in front of the goal. What you want to do is make sure that you obstruct the goalie's view, and that's what Coach Eric keeps telling you guys. Get in front of the goalkeeper, meaning like get in front right here, so that you obstruct his view, right? So that in case the ball comes too close to him, he makes a mistake, hopefully, and then the ball goes in, right? But this is a great setup. So we have a couple of people right in front of the goalie, right by the goalie line. We have one person right outside of the goal line, and then one person who sits right close to the 18-yard line, right? So in case there's a rebound, they can boom, hit the goal. Um, but again, this is a great kick, I think. Boom. Nice. Oh, oh, resets. Start by reset, right? Um, so what are they going to do? Again, you see here, this is a kind of like a core mentality, I feel, where we have such a big gap between defense and midfield. Defenders always like to just sit right outside of the 18-yard line and just wait, sit and wait there. Instead, what I want you guys to do really, and I can see only Sebastian here, I want you guys to come over here to this line right there, right? To just make it draw a line right there where you need to be. So what's going to happen now is that he's going to give a back pass and he's going to just kick the ball over to this area. And that's fine. That's where then either you guys can jog back a little bit and catch it and control it, or just let the goalie handle it, right? There's nobody here. There's no danger. I don't. Good teams normally don't do this anyway. Um, Good teams normally kick the ball back, they pass it, and then try to attack you from here. And that's why it's important really to not leave the gap in here, right? Because if they throw the ball here and somebody from this side comes in and attack, you want to have somebody to immediately intercept them, right? Not allowing them to have the ball, control the ball, and then come dribble you and try to score, right? So again, keep that positioning straight. I don't want to see this big of a gap between offense and defense. Sorry, defense and midfield, really. Boom. Yeah. Horrible. Great movements, great passing. Boom. I wish Anwar just took a little touch on it to control it, but that's okay. I mean, we're gonna make some mistakes here and there. That's fine. Nice Hayes moving away the ball. Dylan controls it. I honestly don't know some of the calls that the ref made, what they were all about. I don't know if we can even see it here. There's nothing going on. I don't know. Anyways, it's all good. Good job, good control. Nice pass. Nice switch, Freddie. Nice switch. Unlucky. Unlucky. That was a great shot. Great switch. Taking the ball to the open space. That's what I want to see, right? Don't get stuck in a crowded area. Good job, Sebastian, being first to the ball. That's what I want to see. Try to be first to the ball always. Good job, Austin. Nice and controlled. Good passing. Nice cross. Boom. Ah, Dylan, so great job there. Honestly, the only thing I would have to say here is, see, you got all the time in the world, really. I know Max is trying to close you down here, but really one touch to this side and one quick touch, you could easily just tap that ball in. Again, I'm emphasizing when you are this close to the goal, there's really no need for us to make a big kick out of it. Try to practice your um, composure and just simply tap the ball to the lower corner, low ball. Goalies normally don't have any chance at this close range. If you just hit the ball close and low, and it will go in 99% out of the time. But unlucky, truly unlucky there. Great shot. Nice pass back. Nice chest. Ball movements. Somebody needs to come and support Ryder there, right here. Unlucky. Good job coming in, Hayes, to it. I know you jumped in, but next time I want to see it a little bit sooner, right? So Ryder has some time to look up and see you before he gets hammered by 3 defenders. Nice movements. Easy tap in. Nice. Good movements again. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Great movements though. Great one touch passes. Here comes the danger. But we managed that. It's great. So corners, guys, against us, right? We got to make sure that we cover everybody, right? You got to make sure that when you pick somebody up, that you stay with them, right? And let's see. Okay, right there. This guy is all by himself there, essentially. We got nobody. So essentially, if we want to cover him, you got to be in front of him, right? Like you got to be right. Just use my pen, right? You want to be right here, right? Not, and I can't see who this person is. Not in front of him from this angle, but in front of him from the goalie angle, right? You want to be in front of the goal and in front of the player when you're covering somebody, right? Again, this guy is wide open. If this was a better team and a nice kick to him would have been an easy tap in, right? But luckily, that didn't happen. But again, it's all about practicing and knowing your position and knowing the other team's player's position. So you are covering the goal. Look, nobody's here. Nobody has done this guy. The ball actually eventually will come to him, and he has an attempt, but lucky for us, they didn't really, they couldn't really capitalize on it. Again, same guy, nobody's on him. I'm telling Ryder to go help out, which is great, but then he loses him again. Uh, you gotta look where the player is, as well as the ball, but you gotta look where the player is. Now, in this case, again, it didn't really matter, but it's just a more of a principle that I want to kind of highlight to you guys. Nice pass. Good hustle, Austin. Coming back and defend. Good hustle, Sebastian. Let's see. This corner, a bit better in terms of our positioning. Oh, we missed a goal. That's a great shot, Anvar. Nice movements. And pass it back. Pass it back. Anvar, I don't want to see these boots. That's what they do, right? They just boot the ball over to us and we keep attacking. I don't want us to do that, right? Try to control the ball unless it's like a really urgent situation where you're the last person. Uh, but really, no need for us to be doing that. So I really, at all time, want you guys to, you know, try to be composed and find a player instead of just getting rid of the ball like that. Again, great line, offense, midfield, defense. That's great positioning. I love that. Here's our first quarter. Let's move it forward. Can't hold. So hold on. Okay. See, I mean, again, I like how our forwards are, right? And then here's our midfield, but too much of a gap here, right? Again, I want to really emphasize on this thing. Our defensive line really should be right there. This is too much of a gap here in between the two of you, defense and midfield. I really like you guys to get the hang of it. Now, of course, if one of these guys is back here, yeah, leave one or two of you can be back there to support, in case there's a counterattack, because from here on is not offside, right? But when there's nobody here, there's really no reason for you guys, the three of you, to sit back here. There's really no reason because right now we are playing. See, they have one, two, three, four, five, six, and I think one guy is throwing the ball there. And it's we want to be able to provide all kinds of man support player support so we can attack the ball better. Otherwise, again, against the tougher opposition, we would have lost this ball and no, didn't have a chance, give us enough chance to be able to score. So again, come out. Don't be afraid of it. There's nobody here. There's really no reason for you guys to stand around here. Come up, come up, right? Leave one person back, but all of you don't need to be back there. Come up to be behind the last of their player. Give support. Nice job, Austin, coming back and defend. That was awesome, really, providing an extra protection there. Again, Eli, use Austin, really. This area is wide open, right? Austin, again, look up, call Eli, and give him an option right around here. Just instead of going forward, I want you to really ideally come this way so that you have much more room and time, space and time to be able to kind of figure out your next move. Either you could have taken the ball and gone all the way up, or find another pass. Dennis will come here support you. Charlie will come and support you, and then or you can just move it forward. But again, goalies, try not to just punt the ball away unless you see an opportunity, right? If we see an opportunity up here where there's nobody there, by all means do it. But if we have such an open space right here, such a wide open space, use it. Use it, right? Great job, Anwar, coming in and support. Nice. Oh, bad touch. Nice, Ryan. Good goal there. But again, this really ideally, go back here. One touch here. One touch there. Again, if we are working on our touches, first touches, really, that first touch should have been really in your possession, Freddie. That first touch, you should control it, keep the ball to yourself, and that would have been an easy pass to, I think this is Hayes, on this side, where then he can then be 1v1 with the goalie and make an easy tap in, right? But again, that first touch is oftentimes just fails us, unfortunately, and we keep losing the ball on really good possessions. And this is not a tough pass, by the way. This is an easy pass. We should really be having a full control over it. Great shot, though. Yeah. Again, Anvar, it's really it's a matter of really making good touches. Again, you are kind of taking that touch away to out. Instead, really, that should have been a touch back this way, pass the ball back to the goalie, switch the field, and we'll be up and running again. Nice movements. And support. I don't see anybody supporting, right? Let's go back there again. All right. So we have a player going all by himself. There's 2 players that are attacking him. And I think this is Ryan. He needs to come in here and support him in the back. Somebody needs to be closer here. And these 2 guys can lurk around here, right? To wait for the attack. But these 2, I think Freddie and possibly Ryan, and I think this is Sebastian who's back there. You guys really need to come in different angles and give him that passing opportunity, passing option. But he doesn't have that. And he makes a good attempt, but again, it's a wasted opportunity, unfortunately. Go back, Anvar. There you go. Go back. One more. Again, Dennis. Dennis, this is a very dangerous move, right? So the pass here is great, but your pass here from here on, it's either back to the goalie, right? Even Anvar, honestly, you should have really gone just straight back to the goalie, because even Dennis here is being pressured by number 4, right? Again, fast players, they will come and score on you this way. You need to have that confidence with your goalie to be able to give him a pass back and then open up on this side to then move the ball from this side again. Instead, you're giving a ball, putting Dennis in a difficult situation, and then there's a little bit of a panic getting rid of the ball where you instead try to utilize Charlie, Austin on this side. Nice pass. But okay. Next time again, Austin, you could use 1-2 opportunities, right? Instead of trying to dribble it, do 1-2. I like this move, honestly. That was much better than try to. That was an easy goal. Great shot, Austin. But yeah, so again, it's much easier to get the ball in an open space and try to cross it rather than making a goal attempt from way in the halfway line. Excuse me. Injury timeout. Skip through these. Oh, let's see the starting position. Good hustle there, Hayes. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Okay. Nice, Austin. Go, Freddie. Unlucky. Ah. I see, Sebastian, what you were trying to do there, which is great, honestly, but we gotta again be more mindful and accurate with our passes, and that's where all the practice comes in, right? We gotta be taking these passing exercises more serious, so you just can be more confident with your passes. Great. Oh, unlucky. Charlie. Nice movements. Back. There you go. Go back one more. Nice. Nice. Unlucky touch. Again, poor touches. These touches is the one that really hurt us the most, unfortunately. And we gotta really try to step it up and be better at that. Really. And that comes with just practice, practice, practice. Otherwise, great movements, great work, great passing. Unlucky. Okay, corner kicks. Dennis. So this is what I mean, right? I may not be quite clear in terms of what I like you to do. Is look, you got the height advantage most of the time, right? When we're playing other teams, uh, what you really need to do is come in here. Really, your position really needs to be right around here, right? You need to be right around there. So when the ball comes in, or actually you can start off here, but I need you to step it up, move it up as you see the ball projection, right? Try to anticipate where the ball is going and go in and put your either, I mean, obviously we can't do header in these competitions, but when we do get the chance to do headers, that's where you need to try to do your headers, or alternatively, just put your chest against it, put your body against it, put your knee, toe, whatever, right? You need to use that advantage to go in and take that ball, right? And all we need really at this close range is just an easy tap in with whatever body part, whether it's your head, your chest it down, or your toe it down, or your knee it down, right? It really doesn't matter. All you want is to attack the ball from here, see where the projection of the ball is, and try to get to where you think it's going to land and attack the ball from there, right? That's what I wanted you to see. And the other thing I want to suggest really is that look, there's a golden opportunity for us, somebody in defense, to come in, line it up from here, right? Don't come in, line it up there. Line it up there, have an eye contact with the corner kicker, and if you see an opportunity, ask for the ball right there, right? You come in attack right there, get the ball, and try to shoot it from here. Because I see a lot of times during the corner kicks, people just flock in front of the goal. This outside becomes like an opportunity zone, as I call it, right? And I want my defenders to see those opportunities and the goal kicker to see an opportunity, have an eye contact, and then boom, instead of crossing it over here, try to cross it over here, and then so that somebody can make a shot, right? Ideally, somebody with a big foot. You know who you guys are, right? We all have different skills, but somebody who has a big shot should line it up here, and whoever the corner kicker is, see that opportunity, pass it here, you run towards the ball and kick it in. We'll practice on that later, but that's a great opportunity. Whoa, almost an own goal there. Again, Dennis, I really need you to be up there. I don't mind if somebody else comes in and tries to support, but you really need to go close to the goal. Okay. Right. So, Eli, again, or whoever is the goalie, really, find your passes, right? So, what we're doing here is you got Austin, Charlie on this side, right? And you got two of the attackers on this side. And you're throwing the ball right around, probably here, right? You're throwing a ball right around here. So when you throw the ball right around here, what you're doing is making a 50-50 ball for Austin and their attacker, right? So the question is why, right? What you want to do is give an advantage to our player. And if you throw the ball here instead of there, guess what's going to happen? He's got all this space to cover, whereas Austin only has that much, right? So ideally, you want to throw the ball where the others are not there, or the attackers are not there, right? That's where you need to think and look in terms of spacing, right? That's what I want to see. Again, don't think of it as, oh, but we still won though. It doesn't matter. I mean, it really matters because what I want to see you guys do, even when we are playing against a weaker opposition, is that try your best to do what's right, right? So that when we are facing a tougher team who can come in and control these balls and score on us, that we don't give them these kind of opportunities, right? We want to make sure that we have possessed the ball as much as we can so we don't give them an opportunity to come in and score on us. And that's really all that matters to me uh, at this moment in this game. Really, in these games, it's all about improvements. Hayes is all by himself there. It's just poor man coverage there as well. Nice movement. Unlucky there. One hustle back. There you go. Okay. All right, Charlie. So when the ball, this is what I'm talking about, that I like you to kind of, so the ball is going this way, right? The ball is projection is going that way, right? It's going to land somewhere around here, right? So instead of trying to stop it, right, and trying to move it that way, what you really should be doing is running with the ball, allow the ball to run that way and run with it towards the goal, so that you can then give an easy pass back to the goalie and then open up yourself to the side so you can receive it. Now, what you're doing here is when you're trying to stop the ball and this guy is attacking you, when you do that, he could easily just tap the ball and go all the way by himself 1v1 against the goalie because we got nobody else here on this side, right? So again, remember, when you guys are getting pressed this way, your best alternative, not always, but your best alternative for the most time is to drive the ball backwards and protect it and then give the pass back instead of trying to make a stop, turn around, and go the other way. So let's look at this. See? Now, that's what's happening. And again, tougher opposition, they would have probably get the ball and run with 1v1 against the goalie. Great. Great move. Oh, unlucky. And I don't know what's going on there. Nice control. Good pass. Pass back. Great job. Okay. And I think that's the concludes the first half. Again, I hope you guys are watching these things and making notes for yourself. See what worked, see what didn't work, and uh, all we want to do is try to develop, right? Try to improve, so we can get better and better at these things, right? Um, and that's what I do, in terms of my coaching, my picking up the team, positioning and all that kind of stuff, and that's what I think everybody should be doing, really, just for your own development. Anyway, I'll let you guys watch the second half on your own, and yeah, enjoy.